before we end class, does anyone have a VOD review they would like the class to watch and critique so we can learn what kind of help you might need to getting better at this game? And this is what we'll be doing every time class ends. So every time class ends, we will have a time where I have some free time and we can do a free VOD review. So if you're here, you get to have a nice little VOD review for free. Just come into the stream each Sunday low. Yeah, exactly. Come into the stream and you can get a nice VOD review. Obviously, try to give me a VOD review that actually matters to you. If it doesn't matter to you, then what? I don't know why I'm helping you in the first place, but you know, try to give me a VOD review that actually matters to you, that you actually want to learn from, so we can talk about some of the things that you probably made mistakes on and that you can play better in. Let's talk about this. I'm guessing you're the Udyr, right? All right, let's get this started. Let's see this path thing that you took. Let's see what happens. So we're playing jungle. Barry, what's going on? Why aren't you moving? This is the start of the game. Game starts at 0 seconds, Barry. Come on, we all know this. Let's see what you did. Let's see what you did. So looks like we're okay. Walking to the enemy jungle, getting a ward down. Okay, cool. So I'm guessing we're pathing towards bot side in this game. All right, we're kiting our camps a little bit. Make sure we kite them a little bit further. You can, like how you're doing with this wolves. The first two camps, you kited them a little bit less. You can kite them so much more than you are. It doesn't matter a lot, but it matters in the whole grand scheme of things because you are going a little bit slower with your clear, which isn't too bad. Yeah, make sure you kite a little bit more with your camps. It's such a small thing. It's so easy too. Like once this red buff hits like 300 HP, just start walking down. Well, like that's literally 300, 200 HP. So just start walking down. Start walking down, and then you'll become to your camps faster. So bot got ganked here. Okay, so you were technically talking with your people. Why didn't you tell them that Rengar was starting topside? Because you knew, right? Now you see him right here. You see him right here, and you know he's pathing bot. You know it because you have this ward. You place this ward. You know he's pathing bot. I've talked about this many times where when we are weak side, they are also on weak side, which is the same side. And we're doing a thing called, you know, we're pathing the same side. They started top side and we started top side. If this happens, if you're in bot side, that means the Rengar is bot side as well. Yes, I recommended that you should have probably either saw a counter gank opportunity or you tell your bot lane that someone is coming. Now, if you see your team doing something like this, Rengar is bot side, and you know that your Draven and Lulu is just constantly pushing in waves, and Rengar is in the bot side, like literally drop your Krugs, or maybe even drop red, probably just drop your Krugs. Drop Krugs, and immediately walk into this bush. Just walk into these bushes and yeah, counter gank. I know it's like, hey, sometimes we can waste our time if, you know, Rengar doesn't show up, but that's not that big of a deal. As long as we can support our lane, support our win con, the game's great. The game's in a great state, you know, as long as they're okay. So we know he just ganked bot, and we know that he's probably going to go for bot scuttle. The question is, do we want to fight him? And it looks like we are going to try to fight him. Okay, one thing I want to tell you is about your smite usage. So with smites in the beginning of the game, in this first campground where we're pathing towards bot side. So I'm just gonna go over this. So when we're going for our first path, if we're going from top side to bot side, in almost any circumstance, we only are going to smite one camp. We're only going to do it once in our jungle because we want to save our smite for fighting for scuttles. And just think about your smites a little bit more. Just think about your smites. What do you want to do with them? What is coming up next? Is a dragon coming up? Is a Rift Herald coming up? Is Grubs coming up? Make sure we keep one smite on us just to make sure that we have something to counter the jungler. Let's talk about this fight then. Let's talk about this fight now, because I didn't really see what happened. I don't know about that flash, first of all. I don't know what you were trying to do. It was a little early. Let me just say it's a little early. You're just going in a little too early. Like, no one is here to support you. And maybe just talk to your team a little bit more. If you're playing in a clash like this, you have so many options to talk to your team and make them make these plays happen. If you know like Lulu is just sitting here doing nothing, just tell her, hey, Ayo, Lulu, I want to get this scuttle. I know Rengar's here. Can you come with me? Simple as that. And then check if you have mid prio, check if you have bot prio, check prios as well. But obviously you don't have mid prio, so Silas will be coming here. But Lulu showed up because she showed up late. The flash was a little bit weird, but okay. I mean, I don't have anything else to say, but just make sure that you tell your team what you're trying to do. I think that's really simple, and you can do this in solo queue too. You can do these types of plays in solo queue where you can, you know, ping your bot lane like, hey, I want some help on this scuttle. I want some help. I know our jungler's here. If you come to me, we get a free kill. Easy as that. And it still worked out in your favor, but in some cases, like this Malzahar, can't really leave this wave at this point. He doesn't really want to because he's going to lose this stuff. If he leaves this, he's going to lose some minions, and he does. He leaves and he loses some minions. He's also out of mana. Like, he can't really help too much, and you can see like he can't really help you. But if you just tell your Lulu a little bit earlier, this might be even better next time, you know? Okay, you do this because you want top scuttle. All right, I'm super fine with you doing this, but after this I'm not fine. So everything about that whole first clear was great. You got your first clear down, you cleared everything, you didn't get scuttle, which is okay, but you got top scuttle, and that's all perfectly fine. Let's back now, you know? Let's back. We're gonna do the same path over and over again. So after we finish our path, let's just back, because we have 1,400 gold sitting in our pockets, and what can that gold help us do in the future? A lot more than it's sitting in our pockets, you know? I'd rather you just back here and then clear your camps again. In almost every circumstance, this is how every jungler plays every single game. So do your clear, get your scuttle, go for a gank if you have time. If you don't have time, go back and do the same thing over again. Simple as that. So every time you finish your clear, every time you do a full clear and you finish it and you don't have to be around the map and you have gold sitting in your pocket, just take a back. Just take a back. It's better just to take a back. You don't have to be on the map right now. There's no objectives up. Like, nothing is going on that will kind of deter you from backing. But now we're backing. But interesting. And oh, here we go. Oh no, Barry, you didn't. Barry, come on, man. This happened in the same thing last time. It was the same thing happened where we're just sporadic. We're going everywhere. We're going from Gromp. Now we're going to Raptors. Where are we going? Hold on. Yeah, we're going to Raptors. We skipped our Wolves. I don't know why we skipped our Wolves, but we skipped our Wolves. And now we're going for Dragon. And we're supporting our bot lane. Okay. Honestly, worked out in your favor. I'm like, cool. It worked out. It did work out, but in future, you do the same thing, you know? You clear your weak side, you get the gold that you need, then you move to bot side, and then we make a play. Because, like, this is the thing. You just did, like, you can do the same play that you just did if you go to Wolves instead of Raptors. Because this is what you did. You backed, you went towards your Raptors. So you backed, you went towards your Raptors, and then you went towards the bot site. Can't you do the same thing? Can't you just go to Wolves and then walk bot side? Do the same thing that you did? And now you still have all your strong side camps up. You still have Dragon up. You're still supporting your bot side. You're still doing everything that you can do to be down here as long as possible. But now we're skipping this, getting less gold, and now this is gone, so we have this just sitting here for a longer time. Just remember, you have two sides of your jungle, and at least in like most cases in like nothing like pro play, it's a little bit different. Obviously pro play is a little bit different, but clear your weak side, then move to your strong side, and you can drop as many camps as you want to support your bot side or mid. But after all of that, it worked out. Let's see this bot fight first. Let's see what happened here. I kind of want to see. I do want to see this a little bit. Okay. I mean, you're just being Udyr, being a menace to society. I don't know what that Janna flash was. That was kind of crazy. Okay, you still get him. Nice. Awesome. But it looks like this worked out I don't see anything like generally wrong with what you did or what your team did. Or at least I don't know, the Draven feels like he could have moved here and helped you guys kill this and then moved on, but it worked out in general, and like nothing kind of terrible happened. Like you traded 2 for 1, which is really good. And now you're stealing enemy camps, which is great. Awesome. Do this. You know the jungler is down, you know Smolder can't do anything, you know Silas is probably not coming here because he's in the mid lane, so this is perfectly fine. You can do this. Awesome. What do you do after this though? You back. Okay, oh no you don't. Okay. You go for dragon. No. You know what I'm gonna say to this, right? You know what I'm gonna say, Barry, right? We're wasting a lot of time, man. I like how you did do something extremely smart at the start. That first decision that you made of trying to back right after you take this Gromp and then you just go for a back. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's great. Back. Just back. Let's see how much gold we have. We have 900 gold. I don't know what it could give us. A Kindle gem, whatever you want. Like 900 gold sitting on our bank. We don't have the tempo. We just used it. When we use a tempo, like, you know, when we use tempo on something, we use tempo in order to have that bot fight. We don't have any tempo anymore. We can't take drag. Draven has no tempo. Lulu has no tempo. Lulu just returned back to lane. Draven still needs to back. You need to back. We can't get this drag right now. And you can see how it was really difficult for you to even start this drag because Smolder returns to lane, Janna returns to lane, and now it is almost impossible to go for this drag. Even if the jungler, the other enemy jungler, is on the other side of the map. It doesn't matter. It's so hard when there's 2 other people trying to stop you. When you do something like this, once we use our tempo, we just used it. We just used it to have that fight and take the Gromp. That is where our tempo used. And you can see why I say our tempo is used, because our camps are spawning back here. You can see our blues spawning. That means our Gromp is spawning soon. That means our wolves will technically be spawning soon as well. So that means we back, we do the same thing over again. We clear top side, we go to bot side, and maybe we go straight to drag, you know? Because you can see how much time we're just wasting. We can't really hit this drag. Our Draven's not back in lane. It's really hard to take this drag, so we're just wasting time. And now we're okay. Okay. So, first of all, as I was saying, path better. Make sure you back, because like if you did that back play, like let's say you actually did back and didn't try to go for that drag, you take all your camps here, and guess what? You're here for this. You know, you're here for it already. You're here for what's about to happen. That's one thing. But the second thing I want to talk to you about is targeting, because you're very greedy. You're greedy with that targeting, my friend. Very greedy with it. So you really wanted this Silas really badly, and I don't know what chose you to walk towards this direction like that, but it got you killed. It really did. Try to target whatever your other people are near. If they can't reach the Silas, you're not reaching the Silas. That's how it's gonna work, you know? So you see your Malzahar is on the Rengar. That's perfectly fine. Your Malzahar is now on the set. That means you stay on him. You stay on him right here. You stay on him the whole time. Your whole job is to make sure Malzahar doesn't die, Malphite doesn't die, and then you're able to play off of the set. And as long as you get this set down, the Silas won't be able to do anything either. Yes, you would actually be a lot level higher. You would also have a better item. You can see how all of those things of your pathing kind of destroys the rest of your gameplay, because now we don't have a better item. Now we're under leveled. Now we're wasting time bot lane doing absolutely nothing. We're not in a better position. Like all those things start to stack up, and it's all just because of our path. All because of the path. Let us move on to the next play that you're gonna make. Let's see what happens next. So now we're going bot. Okay, so Are we? I guess we're just gonna be switching up our path. We're gonna path topside. No, we're gonna take one camp and kind of pressure dragon now. It's the same thing as last time, man. We're wasting a lot of time. It's the same thing as what we were talking about basically this whole VOD review. You're wasting time here. Start realizing where is a good place you can go where your team can actually help you. Because this is the same thing that happened in the last time you went bot side. Or when you were in bot side. So we're in bot side. Our Draven is in base. Our Malzahar is in base. Our Lulu is here. In what world are we ever taking this? You know? Like, this is so difficult. Or I guess Malzahar's actually mid. But Draven's not here. Draven's not here. In what world are we ever going to take this? We can actually do something else. If you really wanted to start bot side, like, I don't have a problem with you starting bot side and trying to path towards top side to go for, like, the grubs. If we just switch up, like, if you want to switch up your gameplay right in the middle and, like, you know, want to path towards top side, okay, cool. Path towards top side. But now this is your weak side. You clear all these camps, you go top side, let them have this, and then you get grubs for free. You trade here. And this is perfectly fine. That works. As long as you're fine with taking a trade. But like, you can see how we take one camp. This guy is already ahead. I guess he's not super far ahead. It looks like he's not clearing the jungle really well either. But if he was clearing well, he would be way further ahead with his CS than you. Just make sure that your team is ready to do something like this. Because Draven's too low for this. You can't take this dragon. Like, this is impossible. This is so impossible. Look at your team, see what they're doing, and see if this is possible. But in this instance, it isn't. It really isn't. We can slow it. We can also slow it down. Like, as you're saying, we can slow it down. We can, oh, okay, I can't really take this drag right now because I don't have my Draven down here. My Lulu's backing. Malzahar is just getting back into lane. I can take this. I can take this. I can take this. They should be back in lane when you take all those camps and see if you have a better position to take drag then. And if not, okay, it's okay. We go back top side. We can go straight to grubs if you really want to, and then maybe take our top camps, you know? But trying to force something when we don't have a good position with our team it's just not going to work. And then we're just wasting a lot of time. Oh, you're going to have to go now? This was still a learning experience for me, though. I was still trying to fix my pathing way more and focus on champs. Yes, please focus on camps way more. But thank you for the VOD review. I'm very happy about that. I'm glad that you can see what you can improve on. But yeah. Yes. Does anyone have a VOD review? Does anyone have another VOD review? Thomas, do you have one?